Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and a little card trick for you with a difference. We're going to play a game of rock, paper, scissors using a small packet of cards. Now on the cards, we give them a mix up. You'll see that they have pictures of things like the rock, what do we got here, paper and a pair of scissors. So we have the three symbols that are used in any game of rock, paper, scissors. Now, although I can give these a shuffle, a mix up, I'm going to get you to cut the cards before we start to make it fair. Now, the spectator will cut the cards, and I'm going to deal out 2 packets of cards, and we're going to make our choices together from either packet. Before we start, in case you're not familiar with the game, what we'll do, we'll have a quick open game so you can see how it's played. Now I can choose a card from either packet, say for example this one, which happens to be the rock, and you then get a choice also of either packet. So for example, if you were to choose maybe this one, that would be a winner because the paper wraps the rock, whereas if you had taken this one, you would have had a pair of scissors and that would have lost because the scissors are blunted by the rock. So what we'll do is we'll have a game. Now I go first. Now I'm going to pick a card, and this is going to be my first choice here. If you'd like to pick a card, either one, doesn't matter. You want to go for this one over here. Now the spectator gets an absolute free choice of either card. Now I'm going to go next. I'm going to take one from here. That's my second go. You'd like to pick one. You also want to pick one from the same pile. I'll pick one from over here, and you can pick any one of these. You want to go for this one here. Now that leaves us with just an odd number of cards here. So I tell you what I do. Let's just give you a choice of either one of these cards. So you've got a choice of this one or this one. It's up to you which one you choose, and it is a free choice. You want this one here. Now this is important. The card that you choose is the one that you're going to play. So do you want that, or do you want to swap it for this one here? You want to stick to this one, but the important thing is that you had a choice. So you've left me with this one. Now if you take this, we'll count to 3 and we'll both turn these over together. 1, 2, 3. And what a shame, you should have swapped, because I've got the scissors that cuts the paper and I win that game. Now let's look at the other games. Here I laid down the paper. What did you lay down? The rock. The paper wraps the rock. I win again. What about the first game? I picked the rock. Let's see what you picked. Oh, the scissors get blunted by the rock. 3 games to me. And finally, let's have a look at your card first. The paper. And I chose the scissors that cuts the paper, and I win 4 out of 4. And that's why you should never play rock, paper, scissors with any magician. So here is the tutorial for this lovely little quick magical game based around the rock, paper, scissors. Now this idea has been around for many years, and I actually did a version on my channel about 8 years ago using a similar theme, but not using these symbols, but using the fox, chicken and grain type effect. But I know people have used number values and picture cards in different ways, but the same principle. You play a game between you and the spectator, and you always win the hand. So what do you need? Well, you do need some cards. Now you can cut up bits of paper and write the pictures on, or you can draw them. If you're not very good at drawing, in the description below this video there is a PDF document, which is this, that you can print out and then just cut out. You can do it on paper. I tend to print it on thicker card on here, or you could put it on paper and stick them on regular playing cards. It's up to you. So what do you need? Well, you need a total of 9 cards, and those cards are the symbols, the rock, the scissors and the paper. Now, before you start, they need to be stacked in the order as so. We have the rock, paper, scissor, rock, paper, scissor, and you do that again. Rock, paper, scissor, and rock, paper, scissor. So as long as they're in that order, you'll be fine. You can then, when you introduce these, mix these up, as long as you cut them. Okay, so do complete cuts, because as you know, in a stack order, you don't mess up the stack when you cut the cards. So you can cut them, and then you can ask a spectator to cut the cards and complete the cut, and it's from this point that you're going to deal out 2 packets of cards. Now, as you deal out the 2 packets like this, one of the packets will contain 5 cards, the other one contains 4. 5 and 4, remember that. You then do a demonstration of the game, just in case the spectator has never played rock, paper, scissors before. So what you do on the 5 packet, you take the top card and you turn it over to show that. The next 2 cards, one from both packets, you pick up, okay, and show them and talk about that the paper would wrap the rock, so that would be the winner. Now, whichever one of these cards is the winner, drop that on that first card. In this case, it's this one. This one would lose because the rock would blunt the scissors. Now, what you do with the loser card is you put it on top of the original 5 card packet. So you put it on top. Then you take the other card and put it to the bottom. That's it. This one, the first one you took from the 5 pack, goes to the bottom of the original 4 pack. If you missed that, rewind the video and just watch what happened with those cards. It's quite straightforward once you get used to it. Then the game starts. Now, you always go first and you always pick the one from the 4 stack. So I'm going to pick the top one from this packet and put it here. Now, the spectator can pick either one of these. Why are we so confident in allowing them to pick both of these? Because the way the trick works, if I show you both of these, they're both the same pictures. Okay, so it makes no difference. He's going to lose whichever one he picks. So he picks one of these and he puts it in front of him. Now, because he picked from here, when you go to take your next card, it's always the opposite packet. So he took his from here, so I'm going to take my next card from here and put it there. And again, he gets a choice of any of these. And you continue this way for 3 games. So he's picked one from here, so that means I will take my next one from here. Now, when he takes his last one, he may take it from here, or he may take it from here. It makes no difference, okay, because they are both the same. It doesn't matter which one he takes from. So if he takes it from here and puts it there, You then say, well, we're left with an odd number of cards, 3 cards. Now this is quite clever, because what you're going to do is you're going to pick these up and just mix them up, and you're going to place down the rock, okay? But don't say anything. Don't say, this is my card, I'm going to place this. You mix them up, you say, look, we've got odd cards. I tell you what, I'm going to give you a choice. Do you notice that I just dropped this card near to me and just said, I want you to have a choice of either one of these cards as I mix it. Now, when I was looking at the cards, I made a note of where the cards were. This is the pair of scissors, this is the paper. I mix them up. I then ask him to pick any one of those and be sure that he knows that that's the one he's going to keep. Now, if he picks this one, the piece of paper, well, in fact, let me do it this way. Let's say he picks the pair of scissors. Now, I know that the other one is the paper. So this would lose, that would win. So because he's picked this, you give him the choice, and really stress this, because you're going to say, do you want to change your mind? So what happens if he does? Well, let's look at the outcome of this. If he changes, he's now got the paper. I know that. The other card is the scissors. Because you know this is the winner, you then carry on and you say, are you happy with that choice? You're holding that, I'm holding what you've given me, so it looks as though he's left you with this one. You both turn them over together, and this is a real good part of the trick, because the spectator was originally holding this and he would have won, but he gave it away to you. So you win that first game and you just drop these cards here. Now this card just appears to be that because you had 3 cards, an odd number, you got rid of one. Nothing was said about that. So how does this play out if he chose the scissors? You say to him, are you sure out of these 2 cards you want to keep that card? Now you know that's the scissors because you looked at it before. So you know it's got the scissors. So what you do is you put this to one side as though it's not part of the game. He was choosing one of these for himself. And then you say, I kept one for myself. Now you bring into play this because you know you've got the rock. Now you turn over and you win. So depending on which of the cards he chooses, it will end differently. You'll either play it that he chooses one, you get what's left, or if he chooses one, you place this to one side and talk about, he now knows why you dropped this in front of you. It's your card, and then you win on that. So that is how that part works. So you win that. All the other cards are automated. If I take a look here, the paper, he's got the rock, the paper wraps the rock. I then like to mix it up a bit. I then come to the first one and say, I chose the rock, you chose the scissors, the rock blunts the scissors, and then on the middle one, I might even turn his card over first. You pick the paper, I pick the scissors. All 4 games you've won. It's that simple. Now, the first time you do this, remembering where the cards are and how they go, you might find it quite confusing, but trust me, once you've done this once or twice, you play the game without even thinking. A great little fun game to play, and it just makes a change to the regular playing cards. Till next time, practice and enjoy.